So, truck now has the Mountune intake, intercooler, and exhaust, and the tune. It's a Mountune tune through the Cobb access port tuning system. It's really good. Concerned that with the twin turbo it'd be a little too pipey, make it harder to drive, especially off-road. On the street, it's excellent. So I switched from a 35 to a 37-inch tire on this truck, still BFGs, so it's not a huge gap in tire size, but you can definitely notice that bottom end lag. It really wanted to be re-geared, and switching to this larger tire with the tune, it just totally compensated for that lack of gearing, and honestly, it totally fixed that problem. I don't see the need to put gears in it at this point, which is super handy because nobody likes to spend money on gears if they can just spend money on more power, obviously. So with that system, intake's cool. You can definitely see like when the air filter is dirty, it just opens up that flow. Intercooler is notably, I mean, from their reports, much better performance when the motor gets hot, a lot less heat soaking. All that stuff, I trusted their engineering team to really knock that out. The biggest thing that I'm the most stoked on is the exhaust note. So I wasn't really, I was more interested in the tune than anything else, to be totally honest. And the exhaust has been kind of like the probably my favorite upgrade, really, over everything else. First off, the build quality is just phenomenal. It's very good. And I'm not just saying that, it actually is a very, very nice thing. The exhaust note, it sounds really good. And then the other big thing is that it makes the truck more drivable. And that sounds a little weird. I'll eliminate that water bottle so it's not loud. It sounds a little weird that the truck is more drivable, but especially with the paddle shifters, before it was really hard to find out where you're at in the gears because there's 10 speeds in this truck. And when I put it into manual mode and then drop some gears down, you can actually hear the exhaust now. So dropping it in, and before I had a hard time knowing when I was supposed to shift. So now it's just like a lot easier to tell where we're at in the rev range because you can actually hear it. So it's a pretty cool solution for that. Really surprised at how well that works. So, and then the other good thing is like when you're in normal mode, normal driving mode, it shifts up enough once you're up 9th, 10th gear. You don't see that droning that you would from a lot of other louder exhausts. It's also a super livable exhaust system. Like it's not pissing off my neighbors every time I start the truck, but it's definitely sportier, which is always kind of a cool thing. So all in all, the system as a package works really, really well. I think if you were gonna pick one thing, probably the exhaust, but as like the first stage of the upgrade kit. But I would say the entire kit altogether, it works really well. I mean, the truck is way more fun to drive on the street now. It was fast before, but it's really quick now. And it's only with a 91 octane tune on this truck because we don't have access to 93 octane fuel up in Montana. But the probably off-road, I mean, the truck just really rips now. Honestly, the power in the dirt isn't totally necessary on the top end, but that extra bottom end grunt, getting those turbos to spool a little bit quicker and just making a little bit more bottom end power and having a little bit more torque really makes the truck a lot more drivable, especially with the 37s. So plus, I mean, the noises are just really fun. So like downshifts and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know, it's a good time.